BoxingShow.tv fans, guess with who I am, Steve Forbes. How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing good, man.
First of all, welcome to Montreal, Canada.
Good to be here. Beautiful place.
First time?
First time.
And you're going to make a success out of it?
Absolutely. I'm back. I'm going to show what I can do tomorrow night.
Steve, I know I'm personally a fan of yours. I love the way you box. I know you've been fighting a long time with the Mayweathers. You were reported to learn all the tricks. Are you going to use some of the defensive skills and all you learned in this fight with Jojo Dan? And what do you know about him?
Well, I know he's a tough left-hander. He got some good boxing skills. I still think he's a little bit green as far as the competition, but okay. I mean, he's a good fighter. You got to give him credit. I don't think he's really lost a fight. Even the fight that they say he lost, he didn't lose that fight.
Yeah, it was a controversy.
Yeah, and I know all about that with Demetrius Hopkins. So, you know, when you come off fights like that, you will definitely want to prove yourself. So, no, I respect him. I think he's a good fighter. But I'm coming to win, definitely.
100%. Let me ask you, from all the fights that you've had, because you've had quite a few, I would say the two top fighters that you thought was the toughest fights for you. Who do you think was your toughest opponent?
Oscar De La Hoya, Andre Berto, no question. I mean, you got in De La Hoya, former champion, strong, you know, many world titles. Andre Berto, a young upstart, champion. Okay. Strong, but I held my own in both those fights. So. Well,
you were also above your natural weight. What's your most comfortable weight you feel that you were the most competitive at?
I would say, you know, junior welterweight, 147, and also 130 when I was champion at 130. But right. I think I've gotten a lot stronger now to be able to be some fights at welterweight. You know, I mean, I feel a lot stronger there now at welterweight.
At 147.
Yeah, but junior welterweight is a great weight also.
Okay, let me ask you one more thing. Yeah. Who do you, as you were growing up, who were your boxing idols? Who did you love watching yourself?
I loved Marvin Hagler and of course Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran.
Who did you think won that fight?
Sugar Ray Leonard and Hagler. You know, the fact that Leonard was able to go the distance like that, he won it. But if you added up the points, Marvin might have got it. But it was a great fight. I mean, you could flip a coin with a fight like that. And being that Marvin, Sugar Ray Leonard was out for 5 years, I mean, those are points in itself. So, Sugar Ray, I'm not going against you, my friend.
You heard it, Sugar Ray. He's a friend of yours. He's going to go with you. Yeah. One more thing. The fights that you've had, mostly, where do you mostly train out of? Like, where do you feel most comfortable when you're training? Out of which city?
Well, right now, since I've been in Detroit now. I mean, I've been there the last few years, and actually really fully been training there just this. Back in, I think, July, I started training there seriously, and I feel comfortable at the Club Gym in Detroit.
Can I ask you, how come, well, obviously the Mayweathers are so popular with the family and everything. How come you started the training without them? Like, what was the main reason? Is it a conflict, or is it just simple?
Oh, no, not a conflict. You know, I say to me, they're like my uncles, you know. Right. No, it's just that I live in Detroit, and it's hard commuting back and forth. If I lived in Vegas, you know, I'd be over there with no problem. Because those guys are like family to me. I mean, I came up with them guys as a teenager, so.
And you learned.
You learned a lot.
Incredibly so.
Not a problem. I talk to those guys all the time. And
give the little secret. Pacquiao, Mayweather.
Pacquiao, Mayweather.
I know it's gonna happen. I know it's just
I believe
they're doing all this hype. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot more hype in talking about the fight. You know, so they can start checking each other's performances. I mean, look at this. Okay, Pacquiao had just fought Marquez. Yeah. And then Mayweather fights Marquez, dominates him. Mayweather just fought Shane. Pacquiao's gonna fight Shane. You know, and he dominated. Then you start. So it's gonna happen.
Instead of 3 million, they'll have 3.5 million.
Yeah, there you go. It's gonna happen.
It's the business.
It's gonna happen.
Okay, man. Well, great talking with you, and good luck in this fight.